Hey everyone, I'm Kerriann Sullivan, aka the Wig Nurse, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I am doing a question and answer kind of thing because the weather outside is pretty wretched. So I decided to do something different. I get asked questions quite often about my hearing aids, about my hearing loss, about my hair loss, and stuff like that. So I thought I'd just answer, the top 10 questions that I get asked. And here we go. So first question, how did you get into wigs? I got into wigs because I started losing my hair from having COVID, and it was just, after I had COVID the second time, I noticed that my hair was just coming out in chunks. I would leave it everywhere, and my poor shower drain has required so much attention because of my hair. So it got to the point where I could not even do comb overs enough to cover it up. And I have to wear my hair usually up off my face for work, and it wasn't even covering that. So I got to the point where I was becoming very self-conscious about it. So I went and I got a wig, and I never looked back. Right. How did you get into making these videos? All right. So I'd had a few wigs, and I belonged to a couple of online communities, and I was really excited about sharing the wig journey with other people. And I love seeing all their wigs and stuff like that. So I got this one particular wig, and it was Bona Vita by Beltress in chrome. And it was just such a crazy, awesome color. It's just this beautiful, bright silver gray with this really pretty rooting. So I did a quick little video, just something really quick. And I was just really excited about it. So I posted it in this one particular community, and I was told, you need to do some wig reviews by multiple people. And I was like, I will try this. And I did. And that's how I got into it. How did you lose your hearing? Good question. So, like most healthcare providers, we all had to get the COVID vaccine, right? And I thought I had waited long enough between having my last bout of COVID and the vaccine. And apparently I didn't. So I had the first shot, and I ended up getting pretty sick. And then I was told that I had to get the second one. And I ended up with some pretty nasty fevers. And I was just taking Motrin Tylenol, like normal. But I woke up one day, and my significant other was talking, and his mouth was just moving to me. I couldn't hear him. And I started panicking. I couldn't hear him. I couldn't hear anything. So I called my doctor, and of course it took a long time for them to get back to me. And but once I was actually seen, everything moved very quickly because they knew that I was a healthcare provider, I was a nurse, I needed to be able to have my hearing. And they got me my hearing aids within 3 weeks. No joke. They also got me a stethoscope that works directly with my hearing aids so I can hear everything. And it's pretty great. But I have a really hard time hearing the lower registers, and to the point where I don't hear them. How do your hearing aids affect your wig wearing? Ooh. So, like most people, we tend to gravitate toward the styles and brands that suit us, right? I like to wear everything. So my thing is for everyday wear, stuff that I wear to work. I like to pick the pieces that will accommodate my hearing aids, my glasses, and I do still wear a mask at work when I'm working directly with particular patients. And everybody has their favorites. So see, like this one right here, I just put it on this morning. It fits perfectly, okay? It sits just right above my ear, doesn't sit on top of my ear, so it does give me the coverage I like. This is Arrow in Copper Brown Mix by Ellen Villa. Okay. So I tend to gravitate more toward the voluminous, the ones with volume and curl, because if I have to wear a piece that is a little bit bigger and it's going to sit pretty low, I have to tuck the hearing aid receiver up into the cap. And sometimes the little receiver will like to poke out through the side here. And so the straighter styles don't really suit me if the cap is too large. So I tend to just try to find pieces that work well with my head for everyday wear. I know that there are amazingly talented people out there that can sew their wigs to accommodate whatever is going on back there. I know that there are people that can do some phenomenal things with wigs. I'm not one of them. I'm not. I don't know what to say. I'm an epic failure when it comes to needle and thread. It just is what it is. So I just choose not to. And I also chalk it up to my laziness because I'm lazy. So there's that. And I just tend to gravitate toward pieces that I know are going to work. And that's all I do. Do you struggle with wearing wigs? Not anymore. They're just a part of my life now. You know, everybody has growing pains when they're starting something new, or doing something different, or creating a new routine. There's always growing pains. You know, I saw all these amazing people wearing these wig grips. They just didn't work for me. I am very pressure sensitive, so I don't like having a whole lot of pressure on my head because it will trigger a headache. So I'm not a fan. I discovered and tried a bunch of different adhesives, and I finally found one that worked for me, and it's the It Stays Roll-On, and I just roll it right along my hairline and a little bit right here on the sideburn area. And when I'm putting my wig on in the morning, I just put it on, line it up, and hold the ear tabs down, and bam, I am done. That's it. As far as my biggest struggle, all the choices. Because I can be red, I can be a brunette, I could be a blonde if I wanted to. I don't do blondes very well. And I love wearing the blacks. Everything just takes adjustment and time. That's it. And you just get used to it and just learn to have fun with it and appreciate it. How do you keep your wigs on? Well, like I just said, I like to use It Stays Roll-On, and that's all I use, pretty much. And of course the adjusters in the back just for a nice snug fit, but not too tight. I know some people use wig grips, some people put the caps on if they already still have bio hair. I keep mine very, very short now. I find that the stubble kind of acts as kind of like an extra grippy. My hair was just getting so thin, it didn't make sense to keep the hair. To me, it was just a waste of time and effort for me. I do know that some people really want their bio hair to grow, and I get it. But for me, finding this alternative in the wigs and in the wig life, and I really, really love all the options that are now available to me. But as far as keeping them on, I just use the It Stays Roll-On, and my puppy's clicking. And that's it. I don't use anything else. I'm very pressure sensitive, so I keep my wigs snug but not too tight, and I just don't like anything added. How did you get started with my hair mail? Funny story. It's not really funny, but it's a neat story. Angela and I were friends through some Facebook support groups for wigs. And we developed a really awesome friendship through texting and messages and stuff. And one day, Angela decided to become a wig distributor, a retailer. And she had asked me to do a few wig reviews for her. And I was like, oh yes, absolutely. And it just kept on going. That's it. It was a lot of fun. Still is every day. And yeah, it's a good time. I really, really do enjoy it. What is your favorite part of what you do? Question mark. Nursing? Question mark. Wigs? Question mark. All right, nursing. Nursing, most of the time, I'm not a huge fan. It's become a very difficult and hard occupation. People are becoming more violent, mean, abusive. I mean, I've had my hand broken. I've been spit on. I've been cussed out more times than I can count. Been hit. But the favorite part are those patients that you can genuinely offer comfort to, that are struggling, that are really needing someone to be there for them and with them. And that is what makes my job worth it. We're not just glorified pill pushers. My job is hard. I think every nurse's job is hard. But there's the people and the caring aspect that is what keeps us going. Favorite part of wigs? Oh gosh. It started out being able to play dress up all the time and be able to be a blonde, be a brunette, be whatever I wanted, wear short hair, long hair, curly hair, straight hair. I could do it all and I was so excited about it. And then you get to know your wig sisters. You're getting to know all of the wonderful people that are working with you and working through their own wig life, and being a support, being a comforting ear, getting to know their lives, getting to know their situations, getting to know their likes and dislikes. That's like pretty awesome to me. Being a very small part of something so much bigger is just so phenomenal. And I love just getting to know these amazing people through the My Hair Mail Facebook support group, and then through my YouTube and Instagram. And I never really thought that it would ever become as big as it is. And I am just so grateful to be a part of it. It is just awesome. And I've met so many amazing, wonderful people through all these different social media platforms. And I do like just meeting the people. That's my favorite thing, I think, now. What kind of nurse are you? I am a nephrology hemodialysis nurse. I deal with cleaning blood after patients' kidneys fail, or they can no longer clean the blood adequately or get rid of fluid adequately. And there are different ways of doing dialysis. There's the blood dialysis, which is the kind that I do, and I directly access blood through either a catheter or through a surgically created vessel that is made by tying a vein and artery together, and it becomes very, very big. And I use very large needles to pull blood out, and I give it back to them once it's clean. There's another kind of dialysis that we can do called peritoneal, and that's by doing a fluid exchange in the abdomen through a little tube that is surgically placed. And that's what I do. I do dialysis at hospitals, I do dialysis in clinics. I could do dialysis in people's homes, but I don't. That's not something that I do right now. What do your coworkers and patients say about your wigs? My coworkers are awesome. They all know that I wear wigs, and I tell everybody, there's no shame in my game. I love wearing wigs. I love telling people about it. That's it. And my coworkers are pretty awesome. They're like, I wonder if she's gonna come in with red hair, brown hair. Is it gonna be curly or straight today? What is she gonna do? So they're all very supportive and wonderful. I absolutely adore all my coworkers. They are such an amazing group. And big shout out to all of you. I love you. You guys are pretty amazing. And some of the most intuitive, smart nurses I've ever had a chance to work with. They are pretty phenomenal. Patients. My patients say about my wigs, I tend to confuse my already confused people. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'll be there with a long red wig one day and I'll show up the next day in a short black one. You do get confused, my bad, but I remind them who I am. And most of the time, they're not gonna remember anyway. It's unfortunate, but they're usually pretty polite about it. But again, I still own the fact that I wear wigs. I definitely don't try to ever hide it. I take 100% ownership of my wig wearing, and I will shout it to the four corners if I have to. So those are the questions that I get asked most often. And thanks so much for joining me. This was different, very different. But again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it and hope to see you guys on the My Hair Mail Facebook support group. And don't forget to check out My Hair Mail. Angela's got some awesome sales going on, and go ahead and join and register on My Hair Mail, and you'll get the members only emails, and go and save quite a bit of money. Lord knows, with the way that I buy wigs, I need every penny. So you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.